Welcome to the session that's going to help you keep moving toward the life you want to live. When you start to engage in the step-by-step plan of action, you're going to be experiencing some progress. You have another sheet in your binder that says progress to date. For example, if you start on your action plan on the 1st of January, by the middle of January, you're going to have some results. You're either going to be closer or you're not. But at any rate, you'll have learned something. So on your progress to date sheet, write down what action steps have you taken and what results did you get. And you continue to do that, using that sheet to track your progress, to keep yourself on track and on purpose, so that you can achieve the goal that you've decided to achieve for yourself. Now there's another sheet in this section of your binder, and that's a sheet for affirmations. These affirmations are positive thoughts that you will use to motivate yourself, to keep yourself on track. You can take an affirmation like, I have the power and the ability to achieve any goal that I decide. And you simply repeat this affirmation to yourself, or you can take an affirmation like, if Jack can do it, I can do it. So you're using your friends as an example or inspiration. If Mary can do this, I can do this. Or you can use your past successes list as a resource. You can say something like, if I could quit smoking, I can do this. If I could lose weight in the past, I can do this. If I could get a job in the hotel industry or any other industry that you might have worked in, I can do this. If I was able to graduate from high school, or if I was able to get a university degree, if I was able to learn how to play chess, or if I was able to learn how to play guitar, then I can learn this. So you use your past as a resource. This is where the sheet that you've written down your past successes and your list of goals already reached comes into play. So when you engage in this step-by-step plan to achieve this new goal, you need to use your past experience as a resource. Simply thinking about that list and reading over that list of past successes brings that energy back into your body, back into the present. It improves your motivation. It improves your attitude. It improves your self-esteem. It gives you energy. And when you have a positive success attitude and positive self-esteem, and you believe in yourself, you have the energy and you have the power to take the next step in your plan. And believe me, if you simply continue to take one step after another step, you will eventually arrive at the destination that you seek. So this series of worksheets, where you begin with the master dream list, you divide your dreams into 6 areas, then you prioritize your dreams 2 different ways. You begin to work on the easiest ones first to develop a success consciousness. Then you choose one of your highly desired dreams, and you ask yourself, what's it worth to me? And what steps can I take in that direction? And you read your list of what it's worth to me in all 6 areas of your life to remind yourself that it is important. Reading these lists will keep you motivated, will help keep you on track so that you can systematically move toward the reality that you've decided to create for yourself. Now, there's one other part of this system that you need to know about. These ideas that you get, these positive ideas, these motivating ideas, these dreams and wishes and fantasies and goals and memories and past successes, these reasons to succeed, all of these ideas that come whizzing through your mind are going to have a place now where you can keep track of them, where you can write them down. And the way to get the system working for you is that you need to carry a little notebook or a recorder or a pen and a pencil. These memories, will come to you when you least expect them. They'll come to you in the shower, or when you're driving down the street, when you're jogging along the beach, or when you're walking your dog, or when you're swimming your daily laps. So you need to have a pen and a paper within arm's length any hour of the day or night so that you can write them down. So you need to have this little notebook in your pocket or your purse in the daytime, and you need to have it on your night table at night. So when you wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning with a good idea, you can write it down in that notebook. And you'll know when you get a great idea. Now these days you can use voice recorder or note apps on your cell phone. Either way, you have to be prepared to instantly record and write down when you get a good idea. So you can transfer that idea from your notebook or your voice recorder into the appropriate section in your binder. So this then is an overview of this entire life planning system. You have a binder, which is designed with these worksheets. You have a notepad or a recorder that you carry with you all the time. And now you have a filing system where you can write all these various kinds of ideas down. So you begin to organize your thinking along these lines, and you form the habit of systematically writing down your ideas and transferring them into this binder. And you make yourself a promise that you'll spend at least 1 minute every day working in this binder. If you do this, your life will be transformed. So see yourself right now in your imagination using this system. Picture yourself in your imagination developing this binder and actually using it to write down all your good ideas on the appropriate page. Make a commitment that your life is worth it, that you're worth it. The life you desire is available to you. It's possible for you to achieve this goal. It's possible for you to transform your life into a masterpiece that other people will admire from a distance, that will inspire your family, your friends, and your loved ones forever. And you can do it. You will do it if you simply make a commitment that you will work in your binder for a minimum of 1 minute every day. Make a list of the benefits of using this system. What is it worth to you in terms of your personal power, in terms of your financial success, in terms of your emotional success, in terms of your relationships, in your spiritual growth, your physical success? What is it worth to you to use this system to develop your personal power? If you'll simply form the habit of opening this binder and working in this binder for a minimum of 1 minute every day, your life will be transformed. So get yourself a binder, get yourself some loose leaf, start to make these categories of ideas, and start to fill up this binder system starting today. So there we have it. This is how to set up and organize and fill out your life planning binder, your life planning journal. And I just want to say a couple of final words about this course, this journal, this workbook, this binder system, where you write down these key categories of ideas. It has completely and totally changed my life. This is the reason that I'm sharing it now with as many people as I can. When I first came across this system, and I began working with Paul J. Meyer and his company, it completely transformed my life. I started using it to develop my personality, to set my goals, to change my personal reality from what it was at the time when I was working on the waterfront as an overweight, stuttering, nervous, shy lift truck driver who smoked too much, drank too much, had no confidence, no self-esteem. That was the best job I could get. Eventually, I changed myself systematically. I quit smoking. I lost weight. I began teaching myself how to write, how to type. I started writing for a living. I started coaching people. I started teaching people in workshops and in private one-on-one sessions how to use this system to change their life. In addition to that, I began leading workshops in the Vancouver area where I was living. I started doing business consulting. And what I was doing was teaching people this system. And over a period of years, I calculated at one time I had over 10,000 one-on-one coaching clients. What I learned is that virtually nobody I've come across in the last 35 years knows how to use this system. Everybody needs it. Everybody wants it. Almost nobody knows how to use it. But the very successful business people are successful because they use this system. The sports people, the people you see on television and read about in the pages of your newspaper, they use a system like this. But the average person simply does not use it. So I've made my living teaching people how to use this system and little parts of this system ever since then. And you can do the same thing. Now that you're involved in this program, I suggest you use this system, practice this system. You will get incredible results. You will completely transform your personality and transform your life. And in the process, you'll learn something that's so valuable, you can turn it into an income. This information is the kind of information that every student, every business person, every teenager, every young adult needs to know. They should be teaching this in school, but they're not. There's books on it. The libraries are full of books detailing this kind of a system. Paul Meyer himself wrote a number of best-selling books. Of course, he passed away some years ago, but there are lots of books. The 7 Habits of Highly Successful People is just one example of a book that talks about this kind of a writing system. The success coaches, the success people you see on television selling their success programs on late-night television, they use a system like this. So when you start to use this system, your life will change. You need to make a commitment to work in this binder at least 1 minute every day. Of course, what this does is it keeps your goals and your thoughts and your feelings and your emotions and your plans in the present. So you keep working on them in the present. And in a previous video on neuroplasticity, I explained that scientists now realize that this kind of focused thinking work is exactly the kind of focused thinking that changes your brain. So you will develop the characteristics that you need to achieve your goals. You will develop the personality that you need to create the life you want. And one final thought that I alluded to earlier, but I haven't explicitly talked about, one of the side effects, one of the benefits of using this system is that the connection between your present and your future will start to become activated. Not only will you become more familiar with your past in terms of writing your past successes and extracting the positive energy from your past successes, as we've already talked about, but you'll start to contact your inner guide, the future you, who is already living the life that you imagine for yourself. The same as you can connect with the person you were when you were in high school, or 10 years or 20 years ago, and get information from that past you in the form of memories. You can connect with the future you, the you that will exist 1 year, 5 years, 10 years from now, when you are living the life that you now are imagining and designing. And the information from that future you will start to come into your mind more and more and more. It will come to you in dreams. You will get ideas in the form of hunches. It will come to you in the form of intuitions. And you will start to become more intuitive, more creative. You will become more familiar with your inner senses. So this visualizing that is a part of this program, and the meditation recordings that are a part of this program, the contemplation exercises, the thinking and the goal setting and the planning exercises that you're doing will completely transform your mind. And you will realize that your subconscious mind is your partner in success. It will start to feed you more and more information. So I encourage you to use this binder system, this process. Use it every day for the next 60 days until you form a habit of doing it, and your life will never be the same. You will become the person you want to be, and you will be living the life that you want to live.